Hey, last time we did in the main text or in the main document, we set up everything for the table of contents and for the bibliography. Now I found another thing later on, another way to add the bibliography, and is using add bib resource. Sometimes some of the bibliographies are kind of like fuzzy and yeah, they're not very friendly. So if you ever have problems with the bibliography as we did it last time, you can use as well the @bib resource references as we had it before. Good. Now what we're going to do today, that is a good question. No, kidding. Today we wanted to work on the results, and the results are going to be the most important part of your thesis. Of course the discussion as well, but based on how good you write your results, you can give a good discussion. Then the typical things that go into the results are the figures, and last time I told you that we have a figures file, so we're going to add today our figures. So the first thing that we need to do is to tell where the files are going to be. And I already copied a couple of files in the figure folder. If you don't remember how the figure folder looks like, it is under the thesis folder together with the chapters folder. And I told you before, it will be better if you work with PNGs and JPEGs. If you want to know a little bit more about which files are possible, just go back to the second, I think it was the second video, where I explained how we structured the files. Okay, so the first thing that we need to add is we have already the use package graphics. This is the one that allows us to put the figures in it. Now we need to add the graphic path, so because we have to tell it where exactly is the file. So here's the graphic paths and is figures. So we insert the first figure. I took a template that I have already because it's quite long and complicated. Basically what you're doing is you're introducing a little piece inside, always starting with begin figure and end figure. This is just a option so that it doesn't move around all the time. Then we give the include graphics, that's the command, and we tell it in the options that it has to be the width of the line width, so the whole thing. Then we give the name of our file, and my files are called DALL-E1.png. They are images that I created using the DALL-E, which is a artificial intelligence program that creates graphics from text. And I tell it we have to add the caption, which is what is going to come underneath. So and we are going to give it a label. What is the label? The label is helps you to find out and reference this figure in your text. So the first, let's say, figure, you notice that I have not given empty spaces because empty spaces are usually not good for these labels. So, or put everything together, or you can do whatever. What I'm doing is I put an underline between them, and there we go. So this is the figure. Now you can see it added the results, the image, and the image is the width of the text, and then we have our caption with the number of the chapter and being the first figure. What else can we do here? So let's say that we want only the half of the line width. Let's say that we want it centered. Centering. And here it is centered. Many times we are going to have to include maybe two graphics next to each other. And for this, the best way to do it is using a minipage. So we start first the figure like we did before, begin. But inside this figure, we're going to do a little bit of change here. We're going to add the minipage. And a minipage, we are going to use centering, include the width, and we're going to add our second image that it would be DALL-E 2. And as you can see here, it tells us, oh, there is something that is not working here, and it's because a new package is required in the main or in the preamble. We need the package caption. Let's see how it looks like. And you see here is the next figure, and it seems like there will be space here on the side. So let's do it again. Let's add the next mini page. Good. Let us see what happens. F5 for build. And you can see here we have our two images with their respective subtitle and caption. And so we have a way to put our figures. For that will be enough for today. Now you know how to add figures and how to add figures next to each other when they have, like when you have two different files. Next time we will work with writing text and the typical things. See you next time. Okay, bye bye.